Alright guys, good morning. In today's video I want to show us how to sew our senator outfit that will have a zip at the center of the outfit. So right here I've already cut the materials and these are the zips we're going to be working with. So I will show us how to insert this zip at the center of our outfit even without a zip allowance, right? Then all these things are what you will learn at the end of this video. So right here my fabric I have already gummed. Now bear in mind you must have gummed the inside of this outfit. Now I use the black cloth gum. As you can see how the cloth gum, I gummed the chest region, right? Now the length of the gum is solely dependent on how lengthy you want the zip to be, right? You can make it to be longer than the zip, or might be a bit, let's say, above the actual length you want to have. Now I have a length of 17. That doesn't mean that 17 inches is what the zip will be. The zip might stop at 15 or 13, right? So you must have it gummed this way. Now the width must cover at least the neck region as shown. Now after you must have done this, now you must have gotten the center line or the midpoint of your fabric by folding into two, and then you iron. Then once you have gotten to this stage, now you bring your chalk and then you mark the point you want the zip to stop. So I am marking at let me measure from the neck depth. From the neck depth I'm marking at point 14. That's my choice. You can make yours to be 15, 16, right? So I'm using point 14 as the extent of the zip length I want to see on my outfit. So you mark at point 14 and then you open it up this way and then extend the line all through this way, right? Point 14. You can make yours to be 15 or whatsoever. Now this is the zip we have. Now we are trying to insert this zip inside this outfit. Now this is how the zip should be, but then we are bothered about we are going to be focusing on only the teeth, right? We won't like to see the body of the zip coming out, so we are going to have only the teeth of the zip showing on this outfit. So now the zip is this way, then you turn it the other way around this way, right? Then you are going to make a stitch. Now make sure the zip is also centralized at the center of your front lock or bodice. Now make sure it's at the center of the front bodice. Then take your time to do this. Now you make a stitch beside the zip teeth. Now clip your machine back, and then you, at this point you might use your hand to stitch. You might not need to match or pedal the machine to avoid stitching where you're not meant to stitch, right? So then you can also stitch at the teeth zip by rolling. Please don't match, so you will not end up breaking the machine needle. So I'm stitching very close to the ending of the teeth zip and then on the teeth zip as well. So now I have stitched that point. Look at how I stitched it at this point, right? Make sure it's properly stitched. Then you cut your threads this way. You cut your threads. Also cut the one under or the one beneath. Cut properly as well. And then you start from the neck region to slit. You are slitting from the midpoint or the middle, right? Slit from the midpoint of your outfit. So slit from here. Now when you slit from here and then approaching the end of the place you stitched, stop half an inch before that point. Half an inch before that point. Now give it a V cutting to end at exact point your stitching stopped. Give it a V notch and end at exact point the stitching stopped, right? Now you have given it a V notch. Then fling the zip inwards this way, turn it inward this way, and then you have secured the edge of your zip like this, then you're not going to fold this and sew from inside, right? So you will have to fold this and sew from inside. That is the best way you can attach your zip. So I'm trying to change the teeth, the foot of my zip to help me achieve a nice stitching very close to my zip, right? So I'm changing these foot of my zip. So now I have changed the foot. I will now go ahead and sew. I will show you how I sew as well. So now let's sew, right? So I have changed my foot and then I fix my threads. So I raise it up this way, and then, you know, everybody has her own method of fixing the zip foot, and then however you didn't fit, there's no problem. So I'm holding the total part of my zip, right, this way. I'm holding the total length this way, trying to know the exact length. So once you have gotten the actual length you want, hold it firmly, right? Now I will start from here to attach my zip. So I'm sewing from up this way. Make sure you must have stretched the zip and you must have known the exact length. So I'm lapping the teeth of this zip very close to the edge of the foot of the machine. So I'm sewing from here now. So you take your time, go gradually. Now you make sure that the material is not exceeding the zip width, as you have already programmed it from the onset. So now you sew very close to the point you have stitched, right? Now when you have sewn this one, now you cut your thread as well. So you open it up and cross check the ending. You see how lapping it is this way, right? We have already sewn one, so this one is lapping properly. So you also repeat the same process or the same thing on the other part of the zip. So you fling it this way. Now in this other case, you start from down because of the type of foot I'm using. That's why I'm having a variation from the point I start from sewing. So I start from down this way. Also, before you start sewing, make sure it's lapping properly to the best of your ability, right? Make sure it's lapping properly. So you start from there to sew. So make sure you lap properly as well. So return the same sewing pattern you use in the first one you have sewn or attached. So when you have gotten to this stage, you can now be very bold of your zip fixing and how it's being done, right? So now you have finished fixing this zip. So let's check the results or the outcome for us to see how it came out. So now this is the zip we have fixed on our outfit. So you can see the results properly and neatly fixed, right? So this is how your zip fixing must be done always. The edge here is of great essence and importance, whereby you don't have to use another material to block here. So the finishing here is very, very important. Look at how it is looking, like as if the outfit came with the zip, right? So after this, now next thing you will do now is you iron from back. You have to place a material on top of this area sprinkle water and iron so that the zip will relax properly without having a squeezing or a rumple effect on your outfit. So I will go and iron now and show you the results. So right here, this is the zip I have ironed. This is how it looks like, right? You see how neatly fixed it is. So this is how the zip should look like. So the next thing you see now is the other coupling processes. So I believe with the help of this video, you'll be able to fix your zip properly well and then without having any problems.